Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking, ma'am.
And where are you joining us from?
I'm from Gonda district of Uttar Pradesh.
Okay. And how is the weather? Are you liking the monsoons?
No, ma'am. Actually, here the weather is sweltering and it's very difficult to go outside our house because it's too hot here, too sweltering. There is a uh, uh, much amount of humidity in the atmosphere, so we are just sweltering all the day.
And what is the general time of the year when the monsoon hits?
Actually, monsoon hits here like at the end of June. It starts and it ends up till 30 September.
Right. So it should already have started raining and making you a little pleasant in the weather, no?
Yeah, it was just a few days it
Okay.
happened. Otherwise, rest of the month we are just feeling sweltering humid atmosphere
Okay. So that is
and
in general
continuous.
how the monsoons are.
Yeah, generally we are just witnessing the harsh attitude of atmosphere.
Okay. Okay. It's not a very pleasant weather or
No,
season.
no, no, ma'am. Constantly we are just witnessing like hot summer days.
Okay, okay. And how would you rate the best, or how would you decide the best time of or the best season that you experience in your place, Gonda?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, it's from October
Okay,
to end of April.
okay. So that's a quite a long time that you have a decent temperature.
Almost half of India just witness same atmosphere like we are witnessing.
Okay, okay. So because I come from Jharkhand, I was born and brought up in Jamshedpur. So I just remember whenever I think about any season, there is an extreme of everything. So I
Extreme of
remember when
everything. Yeah.
it used to be winters, we literally had to take out the heaters. When it used to be summers, we had to switch on the ACs. In winter, in monsoons, it was relentless rainfall. So there was an extreme of every weather, every season in Jamshedpur.
Right, right. We just have 4 to 5 or 6 months in order to get to, I think, do the works in a proper way. Otherwise, rest of the months are not favorable to do anything.
Correct,
And
correct.
I have just started witnessing, maybe because of some, I think, some material goods and some other helping things, which due to that we are feeling so. But earlier, I don't remember that such was the atmosphere
Okay.
in our childhood days. We just did not feel like this. But we
Mm-hmm.
are living in an era where if we sit at home, then we get everything, every facilities. Due to that, we are facing so
Yes, I think
the
we have become too dependent and in some ways a little sluggish in life,
sluggish. Yeah, right, right,
right?
right.
But and I do remember one thing specifically. So I keep traveling back to Jamshedpur because my parents are still there. So I go there whenever I go there in winters. The day seems to come to an end at 2 or 2:30 in the afternoon because we generally go to take a nap at 2:30 or 3 o'clock, and we wake up by the time it is 4:30, and by 5 it is dark outside. So you
Oh.
already, like, mentally you have said, you have prepared yourself that it's already night and now there's nothing else to do, so you just sit and you relax and you eat some more. So it seems like the days are only for 6 or 7 hours.
Right, right.
So
And but
the
I think,
productivity anyways just goes down the lane.
yeah, the people of those side, I think they must be enjoying like night,
Oh
like
yes,
they
they
get proper
do.
sleep
Yes, yes.
and
And the sunrise is also very early. So I think at around 4:45. Like in summers, it is around 4:30, 4:45, and winters, if it's delayed, it's 5:30. But I'm here in Maharashtra right now in Mumbai. So here we don't have the sunrise till quarter to seven if it's monsoons or the winters. So we tend to feel that the days are very long towards the evening. Evenings just seem never ending.
Right, right, ma'am. And how is the weather from your side in Mumbai?
In Mumbai, it has been raining, it has been pouring cats and dogs from the past 1 week.
Yeah,
Before
we
that,
make.
it was sporadical, not very constant,
Mhm.
but from the past 1 week, it has been relentless, non-stop.
Oh my God.
And yes, my family members also, my daughter also fell ill, my husband also fell ill, so we are facing the brunt of the weather.
Brent of it. Yeah. The weather should be, I think, weather will be pleasant there.
In Mumbai, yes, yes, it is. I think most of the, actually, I have not lived in Mumbai for very long. I think it's been 16, 17 months now, a little over a year. But so far, it has been pleasant. In every month, there are a few hours in a day which get extremely uncomfortable, sweltering, like you said, very humid, but otherwise, it's decent.
Okay, okay, ma'am. And do you feel, ma'am, that such atmosphere just affect our work culture,
Yes,
affect our capacity to work?
absolutely. There are days when you feel drained out without raising a single finger. You're sitting under the fan and you keep telling yourself it's not healthy to just switch on the AC every time you're feeling hot. But we have become so dependent, and we cannot overlook the fact that because we have a comfort zone, we have something to make us feel more comfortable. So just go inside the room, switch on the AC, and sit. So we
Right,
need to
right.
physically stop ourselves from becoming more and more dependent on technology that way, right?
Right, ma'am. And one question is also just keep coming in my mind that in comparison to our countries, the most of the European countries, though they also feel extreme cold and hot, all these erratic weathers, but
Correct.
most of the month they are comfortable in terms of weather. They have a very pleasant atmosphere, like pleasant
Right.
weather
Right.
always persists there.
Right.
In
And
European countries, the productivity is high in comparison to India.
correct. But I'll tell you one more thing, Dilipji. They are very, very little dependence they have on air conditions. So even in
This.
offices, they do not have centrally air conditioned offices all over where you just enter and you feel that blast of cold air. That is not how it works. That is why they fall sick also less often. And they do not feel that extreme urge to, for example, in summers, it's like an instant effect we have that let's go inside and switch on the AC. They never have that because that dependence is very little, and which keeps them physically more active. Their body is more immune to all these changes in the weather. I think it is the way of life that is different, which is why they are better.
Right, right. And if we compare them, if we compare their working culture, their working style, then they look more confident, they look more energetic in comparison to us.
Energetic, definitely, definitely. More strength. They are way much into health and workouts, what they are eating, how much water they are consuming. Everybody in India now we have started taking all these things seriously, and we see a lot of people who are involved in keeping themselves healthy or making sure that they have a nutritional knowledge about what they are eating. But there, it has been there for a very long time now, way past decades before us.
Mhm. From the very early, they have just realized the value of doing manual work by themselves.
Correct.
So that is why they are more comfortable, and that is why they have just captured the whole world at a time
To
when
some
they
extent, yes.
just, yeah,
Yes.
to some extent, they made their footprints everywhere,
Everywhere.
and they most of the discoveries have been made by them. So actually, they are in many terms they are over smart and they are
Yes,
more
they
compatible to everything.
yes, yes. And in fact, when they travel to India, that is when they start feeling that. They are probably not physically as fit. I have seen a lot of foreigners who, when they come to India, either because of the food or the change in the water or the weather conditions, they definitely fall sick. So one thing I would say that our immunity is definitely better. It might be because we are
Mhm.
used to this kind of temperatures, weather, food, water, etc. But I think we will go and flourish there because we are used to such deteriorated standards already.
Right, right, ma'am.
Right. So, Dilip ji, before we continue the chat, I just would want to know a little bit about you. So, let's have a brief round of introductions.
Yeah, why not, ma'am?
Okay.
First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself on this platform. And my name is Dilip Singh, and I have been working as a government teacher in a primary school for
Okay.
almost 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I have completed all my education here in my own district.
Okay.
Uh, and I like reading, and I like teaching. I like visiting places,
Mm-hmm.
and I like discussing on different topics with knowledgeable person whenever I get any person, and it seems me that it's a proper time to talk, then I just initiate conversation, and I'm too much involved into it. These are my hobbies, ma'am.
Got it. Got it. And so, you have always lived in Gonda.
Yeah, living few years when I was living in Prayagraj
Okay.
for government job preparations.
Okay. Okay.
So I have lived there, I think 4 or 5 years.
Okay. So,
Otherwise, the
the
rest of the
school
years
that
I have
you
lived
in,
here.
is it a government school?
Yeah, is it a government? It is a government school, ma'am.
Okay. And which subject do you teach, or is it multiple subjects?
Multiple subjects. Yeah, you know that in at elementary level you have to teach almost all subjects.
Correct, correct. So we call them the mother teacher, but for you, we'll call them the father teacher.
Right, ma'am. Right, right. We have to deal with all, and even small etiquettes and everything. We have to make them learn.
Everything, everything, absolutely. So it is like a parental job that you all are doing.
Right, right, right,
Okay.
ma'am.
So Dilipji, I'll quickly take a couple of minutes to introduce myself and then we'll go ahead with the discussion. So as you saw, the name is Rashi, and I told you a little bit about me that I was born and brought up in Jamshedpur, so I did my schooling there. But after that, I moved to Pune. I did my MBA and in HR. And for 6 years, I worked in the corporate sector. But for the past 10 years, I've been associated with teaching and training. Right? Currently,
That's so nice, ma'am.
so yes, it has been a great journey so far, and and because I have been to a lot of places around, that is why it always intrigues me. I love to know how it feels to be born and brought up in the same place. Your education, your work life, your married life, your children are also at the same place. So how does that feel? Being so deeply rooted to one place, how what kind of a feeling does it give you?
Yeah, very genuine question you have asked, and so many questions from a diverse background you have just asked. Actually, I'm enjoying my job, and as far as sticking to one place is concerned, I also don't like metro cities, like big metro cities. I always like to live on small places, like not peaceful and not very a place where there are lots of hustle and bustle, pomp and show. And I love this place too much. And though Lucknow is a very beautiful city and a very prominent place in it's a capital of Uttar Pradesh,
Hmm.
and it's not very far from our district. But I
Right.
love living here, and I'm enjoying my life, and I have been doing my job in rural areas, like
Okay.
our government schools and especially basic schools are located
Hmm.
in far-flung areas of my district.
Hmm.
So I daily commute there, and I go there, and though I live in my district headquarters,
Hmm.
and after completing my job, I come back to my school. So I have both the experiences, like from village life, from city life, but actually I'm enjoying my job.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about your schooling. What kind of a school were you from? Private schooling or government? Tell me a little bit about that. The medium.
Yeah, the medium of I think my study
Hmm.
medium was just Hindi, and Hindi works well here. And I have completed all my education from Hindi medium
So
school.
when did you start having conversation or started learning English on a better level?
No, just ma'am, just 1 week before, I just a question came in my mind suddenly when I was scrolling some conversational videos on YouTube. Then an idea just struck my mind that I should also initiate something. So I should also talk. I can talk if I dare to enter
Of course.
into this field. Then I can
And
also
why
do.
I asked you about the medium of education was that the way you speak English, it doesn't come across as if you were from a Hindi medium because your grammar is immaculate, right?
Yeah,
So you speak
thanks, ma'am, for all these complimenting words.
right.
And actually, ma'am, instantly I have started. Otherwise, before that, I was not indulged into any kind of activities,
Okay,
which just gave me like a booster to speak on a screen. So
correct.
I just have started, and I thought to start it of by joining a big platform like English Yari. When I heard that this is a nice platform, and everywhere we see advertisement of it, so I thought it better to come on this platform and talk to various tutors.
Absolutely. And another reason why I asked you about your schooling was I wanted you to compare your school and where you teach right now. The quality of education that you were given. And when you go and teach these students, how many are there who can have a proper conversation or make basic sentences in English?
No, ma'am, very few. They are very few in numbers who are
Mhm.
just comfortable making few sentences in English. They are very few, though there are talented teachers in my department. They are far more talented than me, than any other talented person. But they are just shy. They are not actually they are overburdened by different rules and regulations which government often just put on
Imposes.
them as a pressure, impose them. So that's why they are feeling overburdened, and they are not just honing their skills, whatever they have. They are just passing their days.
Correct, correct. But are there also, is this also the reason why not many people want to get into the government jobs of teaching? Do you see that a lot around you that people nowadays are looking for jobs more in the private sector? Even I'm
Mhm.
particularly talking about teaching. They're looking jobs for in the private sector, and because the working hours are limited and the kind of duties they do are very well defined, and maybe that is missing in the government sector.
Always, ma'am, you will miss all these things because basic amenities and uh, I think basic support system is not available there. Like uh, if you want to go there, then schools are very far flung in areas, and a lot of unnecessary things have been going on in our schools for almost many years. So teachers nowadays have been fed up. They have fed up, and they have been fed up, and they don't have any options but to stay in this job. Otherwise, we have forgotten ourselves, our skill and ourselves. We are just 24 by 7, just care for our schools. Though we are not in a situation to provide quality education there because our hands are just tied by different rules and regulations, which government often, and one, I think, uh, one thinks if government just introduces some new things, then within few days, the same government just changes it and just put in place another things. So at the same time, at a time we have a lots of things going on in our schools.
There are a lot
So
of
it becomes
fluctuations and a lot of disturbances. It creates
yeah,
a lot of disturbance.
yeah.
So, what keeps you going on? What keeps you motivated to stick to what you are doing?
Actually, we are just born and brought up here in like same atmosphere. So we do everything. We don't have any problem facing all such conditions. I'm posted very near to my own village. So actually, I have that surrounding. So I personally don't feel any problem. But other teachers who are from
Mhm.
outside district and who are from very
Maybe
far
bigger
places,
cities
yeah,
or
maybe they are facing problems. And transfers are very hard. Like they do not get transfer for 10 to 15 years. They have been doing the job, and they are wanting themselves transferred to their own home district, but they are not getting this chance.
okay.
So the teaching jobs which we used to enjoy, our forefathers
Mm.
used to enjoy, that teaching job is not like our job. A lot has been changed.
Changed.
And I think it's the story of every state, every northern Indian states. And government is not desirous to run all these schools. But
Right.
uh, I think blatantly government cannot say anything because due
Mm.
to political reasons. But by bill, government is not desirous to run all these schools.
And probably they lack the expertise as well. Maybe there is a lot of expertise on the ground level. For example, you said there are so many qualified teachers, but the ones who are making the decisions and they are making the rules, they are not as well expertised as they should have been, right?
Right, ma'am. They cannot do anything by their own self. Nobody is here just to promote those things. And uh, one reason is the most problematic. Like parents are not just understanding
Mm.
anything, they are not aware. And the parents who are well enough to send their kids in private schools, they are just doing. And the lower strata of people, they are struggling anyhow to send their kids in all these schools, but they are not aware, and they are also not aware about uh, the talent pool of their teachers. And if they have this thought process, if they want to have a good relationship with their teachers, then they can gain a lot. Their students can gain a lot. But there is a lack of coordination between uh, both the sections, like teachers and parents.
Very true, very true. So, Dilip ji, as you can see already, that time has flown by.
Yeah, actually,
When
yeah,
you have great discussions, you really don't realize when the time goes by, right? Okay.
right, man.
Dilip ji, thank you so much for joining the session, and I'd love to tell you that you're very confident in the presentation of your ideas. You seem very calm, very collected. Your answers are very clear. So, a lot of clarity in what you are speaking. So, nowhere did I feel that I asked something else, but you answered something else, or you beat around the bush.